A man suddenly realized he'd spent 108 dangerous days on Mars. He did all he could to send this news to Earth. After much searching, he found the 1970 launched Pathfinder rover. Years had passed. He didn't know if it would work, but he didn't give up hoping to return to Earth. He powered up Pathfinder, and the old dust-buried device started working. Its signal receiver faced the nearby space station. Soon staff at Earth's Space Center realized Pathfinder was working. Now they could connect to this Mars machine. Mark saw Pathfinder move on its own, but it was a very old machine. Earth and Mars were so far apart it took 30 minutes to send a message. Then Mark understood. He connected to Earth's Space Center. He returned to base, grabbed some whiteboards and wrote simple words, then hung the boards in front of the camera. Half an hour later, Earth saw the image. They were overjoyed. Though they could only talk by rotating the camera, contact was established. Mark thought of a way to communicate quickly. He circled Pathfinder, and at some distance placed boards with letters. Earth's Space Center did the same. They'd rotate the camera to pick a letter. Mark would note it, then easily decode to understand the full message. But it took lots of time. A single sentence took hours. Space Center scientists found a solution. They taught Mark to rewrite Pathfinder's code. In days it connected directly to its communication rover. Now the Space Center could talk non-stop. Seeing this, all Space Center staff gathered, amazed by Mark's courage. But they had to tell him he'd have to stay alone on Mars 4 years, till they could launch the new Mars 4 mission. Mark had plenty of potatoes, enough for a year. The Space Center said they'd send a rocket to help him survive the next 4 years, but things didn't go as planned. That night Mark was in the lab. The pressure channel malfunctioned. The lab was already damaged, so internal and external pressure separated. Suddenly a huge explosion cracked Mark's helmet. Oxygen started leaking. He immediately saved himself by taping the helmet shut, but as cold air rushed into the lab, everything froze over, and his only food was gone. All potatoes rotted. Mark told the Space Center the news. Now the situation was critical. The Space Center rushed to build the rocket. A month later the rocket was ready. Mark had only 400 days of food left. The rocket launched without checks. If all went well, he'd get food on time. The rocket launched and everyone cheered. Soon those strange vibrations were detected in the rocket. Before anything could be done, the rocket exploded mid-air. Haste caused the launch failure. By the time a new rocket was built, Mark would have starved, so everyone was devastated. On day 147, Mark heard about the rocket failure and gave up hope of living. When food ran out, he just waited for death. But then China's Space Center offered help. They had a secret Saryadyev mission with a powerful booster that could reach Mars orbit fast, so they decided to abandon their mission to help. Scientists made a better plan. China's booster would deliver food and fuel to the Hermes spacecraft, which was returning to Earth. Then Hermes would turn back to Mars. When Hermes reached Mars orbit, Mark would launch his spacecraft into space and join it.